I have opinions and questions. First, we need to talk a little bit about what UV printing is. It's not exactly printing on paper like you would get with a playing card, or 3D printing like this real big AirPod, but it's something completely different and kind of a combination of the two. A couple places you may have seen UV printing could be big stickers like this, it could be those textured metal wall signs we see advertised all over YouTube, or it could even be something simple. One cool example I have is this Kindle case. Here's my cat Leroy UV printed on it. If you're wondering if he's as dumb as he looks, dumber. I recently got the opportunity to see Morpho's new UV printer in person. I want to share my thoughts and get some of yours as someone who's been pretty interested in UV printing but hasn't really kind of seen it hands-on until now. So looking at the spec sheet, the first thing I noticed is that it has a 2400 DPI print head. Now what that means is it can get detail down to 1-point text. That sounds kind of obtuse though, so here's an example of that as text. You can see as I zoom out just how incredibly small that text is, as well as the embroidery on this hand fan is not embroidery, it's the print, and I think that's pretty cool. Up next, and this is my favorite part for artists, it has a stereo vision system, which means it can pinpoint what you put in it, as well as the texture and depth of it all, and a spectrometer for color accuracy, which means you can take a painting you do, put it in the machine, scan it, and then reprint it texture and all on whatever you want. So you can do prints of your stuff with the brush strokes built in. I don't know anything that's done this previously. This could be the first. I'm not sure. Let me know. I think it's really freaking cool. Next, they talked about the lack of odors and VOCs that this printer puts off, and as someone who used to do a lot of resin printing and had to quit because I couldn't handle the smell, this is an important thing to me. I, fully against their judgment and mine, opened that bad boy up, put my nose in it, and took a big sniff while it was printing. Didn't smell much. A little bit of a resin scent, but if this is usual resin scent, then this is what I smelled. It was pretty crazy. I then opened it up later when it wasn't printing and it smelled like a new car. I don't know if that's on purpose or just how little the resin smell is, but not bad. The next thing that really shocked me is the size of the printer. Now, I didn't know really what to expect going in, but it's definitely a little bigger than a toaster. And the reason for this is that they want you to be able to print with the lid closed up to an A4 size. So like a regular piece of paper. You can open it up, front, back, put in a bigger bed, but they don't want you to have to do that. And I think that's kind of neat. It just takes up a little more desk space than I thought it would. Not a bad thing. It still takes up about as much space as a standard 3D printer, and I've got plenty of those. Finally, I would like to hear your thoughts. Have you UV printed before? Do you know more about the medium than I do? I'm sure there's a lot of you out there. What do you think of these features? Are they standard? Do they need more? Do they need less? Is it cool? And if you have any questions, I'm in contact with the brand still, so I can try and get whatever you